Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you all an update to my Vision Hero Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile for Post Battles of Legends Chapter 1. Wanted to update this deck with more of the Vision Heroes reprinted out of the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We even got some indirect support in Phantom Nightmare for the Vision Hero deck, giving us use for the face-up trap card effects that the Vision Heroes are meant to play off of, utilizing the many different Vision Heroes for their special summon and different card effect abilities for the deck, along with the new spell materialization from the Phantom Nightmare booster set. I just felt it was right to go for a pure variant of the Vision Hero deck with all the support that we have to use in the deck as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So we'll go ahead and start off with the main deck monsters. For the Vision Hero monsters, the only three for the Vision Heroes that we run in the deck is probably the best one, and that is Vision Hero Faris. You can discard one other hero monster to special summon this card from your hand. If this card's normal or special summon, you can place one Vision Hero monster from your deck except for Faris in your spell and trap card zone face up as a continuous trap. Also, you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of this turn except for hero monsters. You can only use each effect of Faris once per turn, but it's set up giving you a resource in the form of a hero monster on the field, and then one face-up Vision Hero monster as well for this card to then be able to have that resource as that Vision Hero face-up in your spell and trap card zone. So then you have the setup thanks to Faris, and then also the special summon power for our other hero monsters. We also run 2 copies of Vision Hero Increase. If you take battle or effect damage while this card's in your graveyard, you can place it in your basically in your spell and trap card zone, face up as a continuous trap. And during your main phase, if it's treated as a continuous trap, you contribute a hero monster to special summon this card. If it's special summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Increase once per turn, but you can use the setup of Faris to place Increase in your spell and trap card zone, and then use Increase to grab Vision Hero Vion, because then when Vion is summoned, you can send a hero monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then have more setup as well, because then you can use the banish of that monster to add a polymerization from your deck to your hand, giving you the fusion card needed to go into. That's why we're also running 2 copies of Vision Hero Vion. When it's normal or special summon, you can send one hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can use this effect of Vion once per turn, and then you can banish a hero monster in your graveyard to add one polymerization from your deck to your hand. So some of your send cards involve some of the non-Vision Hero monsters we run in the deck, just to give more of our hero special summon plays, but we only need the 2 Vion because you're most of the time going to go for the Faris increase setup to summon this card out onto the field. You can normal summon and gain its card effect as well, but still, I would say it's better just to have this setup for our Vision Hero play. And then also 2 copies of Vision Hero Poisoner. If you take battle or effect damage, you can place it in the spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap. And if it's treated as the continuous trap, you can tribute one hero monster, special summon this card. If it's special summon from the spell and trap card zone, you can half the attack one face-up monster on the field. You can only use this effect of Poisoner once per turn, but Poisoner comes into play with more of the setup for some of your big boss monsters like Trinity, being able to reduce that monster's attack and then hit into it for some massive damage with cards like Trinity, which can make up to 3 attacks, and have this card's attack become double, having a Vision Hero that can hit for 5,000 power total. We're also running 2 copies of Vision Hero Gravito. You can, when it's normal or special summon, target one of your banished hero monsters, add to your hand. You can tribute this card, target 2 of your Vision Hero monster cards in your spell and trap card zone, and special summon them. You can only use this effect of Gravito once per turn, but Gravito is a great card just for the setup of your other Vision Heroes that may just be in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap to get those monsters on the field, gain their special summon plays, and just 2 additional monsters to the 1 Gravito you had on the field. With our one-ofs being 1 copy of Minimum Ray and 1 copy of Multiply Guy. Special summoning the power of Multiply Guy, you can make 1 face-up monster on the field, gain 800 attack. And with Minimum Ray, if it's special summon, you can destroy 1 level 4 or lower monster your opponent controls. There are more specific effects for the boost and special summon power, because most of the time it's very specific with Minimum Ray if your opponent's even going to have that monster for you to destroy. And the boost is good, but really only one that you can specifically set up with Varus using the other monster to set up these monsters in your spell and trap card zone. And then for the non-Vision Hero monsters that we run, 2 copies of Malicious. Since it is at 2 on the ban list, we can only run the 2, but you still have the Banish play to summon out the additional Malicious if it's sent to the graveyard off of cards like Vision Hero Vion. If you have the other Vision Hero in your graveyard, you can then at least banish that and save the Malicious for the special summon onto the play for your monster, and then also making use of the Banish for you to target one of those banished monsters with Gravito and add the Malicious back to your hand, as well as as just another resource to use in your hand as a hero monster. And then also the 1 copy of Elemental Hero Stratos and the 1 Shadow Mist. Both a hero lives targets to give us a search for a vision hero off of the Stratos. You can even just grab Forest and then continue your play there. Or the Shadow Mist when it's special summon off of it to then be able to grab a change card, which the mass change can help to then use for all of the mask hero plays in the deck as well, using all of our dark attribute monsters. They're all targets to then go into Dark Law. And then lastly, for the main deck monsters, 3 copies of Ash Blossom just for the hand trap spot along with Infinite Impermanence. You really don't need much else for your setup because a lot of the hero monsters can just revolve around 1 or 2 card combos and then save the rest of the cards in your hand to use them to stop any of your opponent's cards. And moving on now to the spells. 3 copies of the new quick play spell from Phantom Nightmare, Materialization. Target 1 face-up monster card in any spell and trap card zone, then activate one of these effects. Special summon it to the owner's field, return it to the hand, or destroy it. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field with an equal or lower level. You can only activate 1 Materialization per turn. So special summoning it to the owner's field can give you a vision hero on your opponent's turn, activating that card's effects, which depending on the vision hero, you can really disrupt some of your opponent's plays, especially with the use of Minimum Ray. If they're going for their initial summon, you can then summon out Minimum Ray and stop that monster before it could be used for another resource on the field to begin with. I also run 2 copies of Vision Fusion. Fusion summon 1 hero fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can also use up to 2 monsters in your spell and trap card zone that are treated as continuous traps. So you can use your Vision Hero monsters by banishing them to then summon out cards like Vision Hero Adoration, just needing the 2 hero monsters, or the 1 additional one from your hand along with the 2 face up to go into cards like Vision Hero Trinity. Also the 1 copy of Vision Release. Target a Vision Hero monster in your spell and trap card zone. Special summon it during your main phase except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish it, then target 1 Vision Hero monster in your graveyard and add to your hand. So cards to add back, like Forest, to then use for the discard of another hero monster, to special summon Forest onto the field, and then have those resources to go for. Also, the 1 copy of a hero lives. We only have 2 elemental hero monsters to summon out, so that's why we only have the 1 of this card to use, along with the 1 mass change, which most of the time you want to add off of the Shadow Mist that was summoned off of the hero lives. And also 2 copies of Polymerization, so we have some other fusion plays to go for along with Vision Fusion. And also, one of my favorites for draw power in the deck is Magic Planter. It is a non-once per turn, send 1 face-up continuous trap you control the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So the more Vision Hero monsters you have in your spell and trap card zone, the more you can just, rely on this card for draw power. With our other one-ofs for the spells being 1 Foolish Burial for the Malicious Send, the 1 Rhoda for searching any of the level 4 or lower Vision Hero or hero monsters, and the 1 Call by the Grave to stop any of our opponent's hand traps or monsters in their own graveyard. For the traps, I run the 1 copy of Apparition. If a face-up hero monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. Then you can have the original attack and defense of 1 monster your opponent controls. So it's kind of like a hero signal. It's more of a specific play to go for. So it's really specific. That's why I'm only trying out the 1 copy. If you didn't want to run it, you could always run a 2nd copy of Mass Change or even a 2nd copy of the Hero Lives, with our other trap spot just being 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, just along with Ash Blossom, my hand trap of choice to run in the deck. And then as for the extra deck, we're running 2 copies of Vision Hero Trinity. If you can combo it right with some of your other Vision Heroes, lowering your opponent's monster's attack or even boosting this card's attack, it can be 5,000 attack that can attack up to 3 times each battle phase. It cannot attack directly, but still hit for some pretty big numbers against your opponent's monsters. And it could potentially be enough for a game if your opponent left enough link monsters for you just to swing into with this card. Also 2 copies of Vision Hero Adoration for once per turn, targeting a face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 other hero monster you control. That opponent's monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your target monster until the end of this turn. So just more of an attack reduction thanks to this monster, and being one of the easier ones to summon out, especially with Vision Fusion if you use just 2 of your face-up Vision Hero monsters in your spell and trap card zone. The 1 Elemental Hero Sunrise for the initial destruction play with your hero monsters. Also, we don't run Miracle Fusion, but still just needing 2 hero monsters with different attributes, so you can use it with Stratos and 1 of our Vision Hero monsters. 1 Escuridao, along with 1 Great Tornado, and the 1 Dark Law for the mask change target. And also 1 Guardian Chimera for our Polymerization Fusion, and the 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, since we do run a good number of dark attribute monsters also. For the Link monsters, 1 copy of Wonder Driver, along with 1 copy of Extra Hero Dread Decimator. 2 copies, actually, for this one, just for the additional piercing damage you can also use when you set up this Link 3 and then go into Vision Hero Trinity. And also the 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix and the 1 Wii Witch's Apprentice for just the additional Link 2 monster for spell and trap destruction and dark attribute boost on the field. As for some of the go-to plays in the deck, Vision Hero Ferris is still one of our best monsters to utilize, and we just have 1 other hero monster in our hand. Depending on the hero monster, can also set up the play. You can discard that hero monster to summon out Ferris onto the field, and then place 1 Vision Hero monster thanks to Ferris in our spell and trap card zone. So you have the 1 hero monster in your graveyard along with Ferris, and then you want to go for the increase summon. Then you can tribute the Ferris on the field to summon out your increase. When increase is special summon, you can special summon a level 4 lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. So then you can grab your Vision Hero Vion. Vion's effect can then send an additional hero monster to the graveyard, being your Destiny Hero Malicious. You then have another target there. You can then use the Vion, banishing the Multiply guy or the Ferris to search out your Polymerization to your hand. You can banish the Malicious. This can add your special summoned 2nd copy of Malicious onto the field. You then have the 3 monsters needed for a fusion summon of your Vision Hero Trinity. You also have the play to rely on to then go for a Vision Hero Adoration or a Link 2 play setup. And don't forget as well, with these monsters set up, you haven't even normal summoned yet. So if you have a normal summon play to rely on, let's say you have Gravito, you can normal summon this card out and then target 1 of your banished hero monsters and add it to your hands. You can add back either the Malicious or the Multiply guy that you banished as well. For this play, being able to activate your Polymerization to use with your monsters. So then you can go for the fusion of 2 of your Vision Hero monsters, or even if you have 1 additional one, let's say, in your hand for a Vision Hero monster, you can go for those 3 monsters to then use them to summon out your Vision Hero Trinity and use the other 3 to go into a Link 3 play, being your Destiny, your Extra Hero Dread Decimator. Having the pointed target be your Trinity. Trinity can then hit into 3 of your opponent's monsters and still be able to inflict the additional damage boost thanks to your Extra Hero Dread Decimator, gaining 100 attack for each hero monster with different names in your graveyard, and then having the piercing battle damage thanks to Dread Decimator and the 3 attacks thanks to Vision Hero Trinity. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, wanted to go for more of a pure Vision Hero build. Seemed to be more of a fun aspect to focus on with all the different Vision Hero monsters we have, and I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.